Welcome back, everybody, to a Naked and Afraid podcast. Oh, heck nah. I'm Debbie V, and this is my co-host, Malu Beyonce.
Hey. I'm so happy to be back for another last one standing. This is running my life, Debbie. Are you loving it?
I am like at the edge of my seat every second.
I
never know what's going to happen. Yeah, I never know what's going to happen.
Well, did you see it coming, Wes tapping?
I did not. I was very upset.
I am so happy that Wes tapped.
Why would you say that? Why would you say that?
Because mental health is the most important, and he was down. I could see that his mental health was down because he was alone. And you know what? He needed to go home. That's what he needed. So I'm glad that he didn't push himself any further and he went home. However, I don't think his age has anything to do with it. I don't think it was all mental.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know. They're all going to be alone, though.
No.
I thought.
No, but what did I say from episode number, 2? Why doesn't Wes move closer to Matt? Why doesn't Matt and Wes hook up? It was too much for Wes to be alone. I'm so mad.
Yeah, and you would see him out with people, or hey buddy, or people fishing, or here and there. So I was thinking more of the nighttime lonely, or doing things by himself.
Yep.
Hunting, that sort of thing. I mean, I guess it would be tough being alone. People do it, though. I was really upset.
Good job, Wes, taking care of you. I cannot wait to see you again. I feel like he's going to be back because, number one, he hasn't done a challenge with his son. His son's been on Naked and Afraid. So I would love to see him with this son. Yes, girl, yes. Or, Wes, listen, I'll go back out with you. If you have the urge to go back out, I'll be your partner, and you'll be like, oh my God, she won't shut up.
Then when he said, I'm 52, I was like, hey.
Yeah. I think age is just a number, and my number is unlisted. So let's not talk about age too much. I was a little concerned, though, like, who was Wes talking to? And he was like, I got to be honest with you. Like, he was talking to somebody. I wonder, like, if the producers were there. And he was actually talking to the producers, because it was a voiceover, so I wonder.
I don't know.
But listen to your heart. You can never go wrong when you listen to your heart.
Yeah, that's true.
God, I love you, Wes. I cannot believe you're gone.
I know. Like, no, don't do it, Wes. Don't do it.
The show left on a cliffhanger of Stacey saying, like, I'll take us both out. And I was like, it's about time, girl. Use your power. Yeah. And then she got sick.
I didn't know what was wrong. What did you think was wrong with her?
I think that it was some kind of like bladder or something from drinking water. I just want to put this out there right now. Jeff did not poison her. There are so many little things about Waz. You started that rumor. That's all Waz's fault. He's like, did you poison her? I was like, oh my God, now the internet's ablaze with Jeff.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that, Waz.
I didn't say it either. Waz said it.
Waz said it.
But I'm going to stand up for Jeff right now. We've always said that we like Jeff, but I don't know how to say this, but he was so nice in receiving when Stacey was like, this is not working for me.
I did. For a second, I seen, it's a different side of him. Like he was, no, like you're my partner and like he wasn't her first priority.
I was impressed. And he looked in her eyes and was just like, wow, thank you for talking to me. This is what he said exactly. You are the only one in this challenge I have given my full word and myself to. We are partners and we are in this together. And I was just like, oh my gosh, this is so great.
Yeah.
Didn't you think it was great?
I did. I thought like that's what was missing, or that's what needs to happen is a communication with your partner. Like no matter what you got to say, it needs to be there.
And then he stepped it up even a notch further because he made a communication plan with her. He's like, let's do this and let's do this. And I was like, I was so impressed, Jeff. I mean, I don't care what anybody says. There's a meme going out right now about Jeff, and they're calling all the other people mean girls.
I was going to ask you if you seen that, so we could like post a little, picture right here.
That was hang on. Your face looks so funny. Hang on. Okay, so like we predicted, because we're always right, Jeff started making a shelter. He was like, okay, let's try to make this for her. And I thought the shelter looked a little janky, Jeff. But, he got up and started doing it. He took it serious. And I'm not sure if he took it serious because he didn't want to go home, or what do you think? You think it was because he cared about her, or he was like, oh, I don't want to go home?
I think both. I think both. Yeah, and I agree because she had said, "Oh, looks like it's coming together." Girl, you lying. I'm like brand spanking new, and there's like one palm up there.
Yeah, it was looking rough, but they were only going to be there for another night and a half, so it really didn't matter. So I understand.
Yeah, and it seemed like to her, he was like, "Okay, we're gonna start over." And they seemed like they were doing good, hitting it off. Things are going to change.
Yes, things are going to change. Yeah. And she was tired. And he's like, well, I'm going to go check this out. And she called herself an underdog. And she's like, I think everybody in this competition has a chance to win. And sometimes the underdogs win. Well, Stacey, you don't win because you were medically tapped. And we'll get to that. But do you think everybody has a chance to win? Be honest. Do you think everybody has a chance to win?
I mean, they can. If you factor in, you could be medically tapped. You don't know what's going to happen out there. You can hurt yourself.
Matt's going to go home. I'm still convinced he's going to go home. So, what do you think about Jeff, speaking of Matt, doing that migration plan like Dan and Chini did?
I thought it was good. I mean, I thought he's ready to get it. He's going to be on top of everything.
He's ready to win this competition. He is fighting to win, not just with words, but with his actions. Stacey went back to go to the camp because she was tired, and she drinks the water, and when she's drinking the water, they're playing the scary music. I'm telling you, I'm like, I knew something was happening.
Me too. I'm like, why are they showing her drinking the pot? Why is she sitting down and they're showing her? And I'm like, I didn't like it.
Do you think Jeff prayed and they just didn't show it? He's a prayer. And she's having chest pains. He's concerned about her. Do you think he prayed?
Maybe he did, yeah.
I think he did, and they just didn't show it. Shame on y'all. I mean, I really think he prayed.
I love that thought.
Did you think about that? Because I was just waiting. He's about to pray any moment. And it never happened. But it's day 13, and Jeff is taking care of Stacey. And he goes down to the little pond to fish early in the morning because he's like, you sleep, you rest, I'm going to take care of you. And she's really sick. And then there's Impala there. Now let's get to it. There's Impala there. Jeff, again, is like, if I had a bow, I could, shoot an Impala and I would feed everybody. Matt's upset that he's down there. He thinks he's sabotaging him. He has no idea that Stacey's sick. Wes thinks he's sabotaging too, I think. And it's just like, poor Jeff. He cannot get a break.
I did think, would you though? Would you feed everybody? I doubted it for a second. Like, would you really feed everybody if you got the Impala?
No, he would have 100% shared had they let him use the bow. I believe that in a million percent of my bones. The problem is that nobody's talking. They're ostracizing him, and he's not getting that nobody likes him because they're talking about him behind his back kind of deal.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Waz says some things to him, but Waz just doesn't, nobody's coming out there and saying, listen, we're working against you because we don't like you. We, your true colors. Like, nobody said that to him.
Yeah.
let's talk about Stacy's medical tap. Medical tap.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Number one.
Oh, go ahead.
I want to know who was the first guy that walked up to her. He was only on camera for a couple seconds, and he had the tightest shorts on I've ever seen in my life. I was like, why are his shorts so tight? Who is that? And they never showed him again. And I was like, oh, I got to know who that was. It looked like maybe a ranger. I'm not sure, but we'll get to that. I thought they tapped her a little fast, though.
It was fast. Without any, really proof, I thought. What are you taking her for? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Pain.
Don't they have to him? Just pain?
Just pain, but they didn't even try anything. They were like, I was thinking they would give her some charcoal tablets, give her a little bit of, medicine if they feel like she had drank some water that made her sick. They didn't do anything. They were just like, your vitals are great. Got to take you out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was like, that's it? That's it?
Yeah. Do you think...
fishy.
Do you think that there's a possibility that they tapped her so fast because they were scared that she might tap herself out and take the best entertaining element of this game out, which is Jeff?
Yes. Yeah, of course. Of course. That could be such a possibility, no?
Yeah, it's like she could just be like, I can't take this pain anymore, I'm tapping. And then Jeff would be gone.
Mm-hmm. I did see that somewhere, too. People were saying that, and I'm like, no. I'm like, yeah. Yeah. I'm like, oh, wait, yeah.
I don't know. We're not out there. I know she was really sick, though. And I loved her when she was leaving. She was honest. She said that she prejudged him. She was going off of hearsay, that he was a good guy. And I was really impressed.
Me too. And I liked her statement before that when she said, they came to me, or Gary had came to me. Mm-hmm. And, came right out and said, I think that was kind of selfish.
It was.
On their part.
And did I not say that?
And I'm like,
did I not say that?
Mm-hmm. I was like, yeah. Good
call. So I did what, Debbie? I called it.
She called it.
Again.
She did.
But she that was right. She was 100% right. And I loved her statement also of like, hey, I want to beat him. I don't want to just take him out.
Yeah, like, aren't I here for a reason? You don't think that I might not want to, give it a try? I'm not here to take him out. That's not why I came. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Let's talk about something else that's
like
really important. Why aren't they showing the alliances people have made? Because I'm telling you, people have made alliances. They're just not talking about them. Don't tell me that alliances have not been talked about between everybody.
Yeah, because Matt's on the camera by himself, and he says, oh, I wonder if Stacy's taking, or I don't know how he says it, taking Jeff out yet, or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, and he wasn't a part of that conversation with
Waz
Waz
they're
or
all
whatever.
Talking.
Yeah. So I'm like, so you guys are like talking on your own. He knows what's going to happen. Everybody knows. Aw, and I felt like they are all against Jeff.
Yes, and I don't have a problem with taking alliances. No problem. I said from day one, I would have my alliances set. And then from day two, I also said that Stacey should say, hey, give me 10,000 grand. If y'all all agree, I'll tap them out. Now, that would have been great TV. That would have been playing the game, but it's not in alliance with Naked and Afraid. This is family. It's a tribe. You love each other. You really shouldn't treat each other like that.
Yeah.
So kudos for her for taking the high road, but it shows you what kind of person I am, because I would take that 10 grand, but it is what it is.
Right.
So everybody was shocked that Wes was gone, Stacy was gone. We still didn't see a helicopter take off. They took her off in the van, so they didn't show Wes.
Nope. I got no helicopter today. Okay.
But wasn't Stacy holding on to those porcupine quills like for dear life? I was like, girl, put them in your bag. Why is she holding on to them? She's like, oh, I'm so sick. Yeah. I thought that Stacy, we miss you
I'm
already.
taking these. Yeah,
Yep.
I'm taking these home. Yeah.
But because that's what led her to find that cash.
Mm-hmm.
So she was really proud of that, as you should be. You did a great job. I'm sorry you got sick. Congratulations for standing up and speaking up.
We would have loved to see more next time.
Yes.
Next time.
Oh, man. Mm-hmm. So what did you think about Matt in this episode? He was very talkative. They don't think they know me, but they don't. Like, he was very aggressive.
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
Speaking of the fishing hole, that hole looks very small. The water has gone down a lot. Why hasn't anybody gotten in the water?
Yeah. Good point. I wonder if there's different... That's different from the river that they had to cross, right? That's
correct.
Different. Right, okay.
It's a watering hole. They show the shot over it, and you can see where the water levels have gone down a lot. Why are y'all not getting in the water? I don't know. Here's another question. Why don't y'all have freaking bomas? Where are all the animals? Because at every other challenge in Africa, they have to have a fire and a boma for protection. They don't have it this time. Why, I wonder?
Right, different rules.
What do you mean different game? Just because there's a game, that doesn't mean there ain't, jaguars and hippos and rhinos and stuff still out there.
That's true. I did notice that, and I'm thinking, is this Africa? There's
the animals don't know that this is last one standing. They're cowboy camping. Where are the freaking bomas?
Right.
And then on the first episode, there was a little animal with eyes with Sarah and Steven.
Yep.
I'm just saying, something's a little fishy here. Also goes back to those little tight shorts. I think that tight short guy was a ranger. I'm just saying. Well,
I mean, can you ask Victor?
Oh, yeah, ask Victor. Well, Victor always wears tight shorts, I think. We all ask Victor. Let's talk about Waz. What did you think about Waz this episode?
Oh, my gosh. So, let me open my notes. Waz and Gary find. I wanted to ask you. The, nopales?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ate those before?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Yes.
Amazing. Mm-hmm. I was like, nice find. And he was frying them, or?
He baked one first.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Baked one.
Mm-hmm.
Some cheese when you fry those up. And anyways. That is good.
Girl, I can't believe you're talking about the cactus when we should be talking about Waz and Gary getting into the fight. Oh, my God.
All right.
The fight.
First. Okay, let me go. Man, what was it? That was when he forgot the grass for the fire.
Yes.
And they did show it when they were packing up. Mm-hmm. That he wanted to take it. Let's
talk about the fight. I mean, Waz was like, get your head in the game. I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
Daddy.
He swore at him too. Mm-hmm. And he said it literally took him like 45 minutes to try to light that fire. Oh my gosh. He says, shut the fuck up for a second, Gary. I need you to do your job and you don't want to fucking do it. I was like, what did you think?
I thought it was great. I was like, it's the pressure of the game. He slapped him in the face with words, girl. I was like, ooh.
Yeah, and I'm like, wow, that was nice. Now, that's the kind of communication we need to see, right?
Yes. Without conflict, there cannot be complete communication. But I didn't understand Gary's thing. Gary was like, you can understand that, right? And I was like, no, we can't understand it. Yeah. You made a mistake. We all make mistakes. Quit worrying about it.
Yeah,
get some dry tinder and make a fire. But his fire was horrible. He didn't have a lot of dry grass. He had the thick sticks. And then, of course, when it was popping, I was like, it's because it's wet. Because that's too wet. That's why it's popping. I have a question for you,
why
Debbie.
is it taking so long?
Why didn't Waz step in?
That's true.
Like, you're upset, Gary. Let me do this.
Well, he was making the prompt.
No, he was done.
You think so?
Yeah, Waz was done.
Like, I'll do this and you do that. And he just left it like,
no, say, I'm taking over because you can't, your mind's not in the game. You're taking too long. I mean, you could have done it a million ways. Hey, let me help. Let me help my partner out.
No, he didn't.
Is that a man thing? You don't mess with another man's fire? I don't know.
I don't know. But he tells him, like, you got a job, you got to do your fucking job. Like, that was his job. That's what I'm saying. Like, that was his thing to do.
Yeah, step up and
why
step
not?
in,
Why can't you help? Yeah, why couldn't you help him?
I think that was a mistake. Right. But I don't think it really affected them, but the conflict was there. It was juicy. So is there anything else that Gary did in this episode that you want to highlight, talk about? I
do. I'd like to point out, he becomes, I don't know if he becomes, but he gets a little chismosa. You know what that means? Chismosa. Leaving was to go talk to Jeff. Like, hey. And I was like, what the hell is going on here? Like, he's getting chummy with him. And then he tells him, hey, I had a talk with Stacy and told her, if you're not going to stick around,
Yeah.
I'm like, why? And I love Jeff's reaction. It was like amazing. Like,
yeah.
You did what? And then he's like admitting it to him, and man, I'm like, Gary's got something up his sleeve too.
He's strategizing. So he wants to go, talk to Jeff because Jeff has all the tools. You don't know what's going to happen after day 21. Right. Are people going to stay together? Is everybody going to be solo? They're not announcing it. And I said, again, before the show even started, what did I say? I wish they would just let us know the format. I don't know why they're not telling us. And I don't know why they're not telling them. But hey, after day 21, what happens? We don't know. But Gary's thinking about what happens. Gary's thinking about really be nice to everybody and be, what was his word? Neutral.
I'm going to stay very neutral. You don't know what's going to happen. Good call.
Yeah.
I like that. It's kind of conniving about him, or like he can't be trusted either. But he's playing the game too.
So I completely see Gary, but I didn't think anybody would pair it with Gary. I didn't think anybody would he's too risky. So we'll have to rewind the tape. Rewind and drop it here.
And Jeff says, nothing bad. Like,
no.
I can't believe, he found him and I didn't. He never says anything bad. And he even tells him, good job or whatever. Like, nice,
He's a good player.
He's a good player. He's not a bad sport about it or anything.
No.
Like, okay, like
and
move
then
on.
When he went to Waz's and Gary's camp, he high-fived Gary, and then Waz is trying to keep his distance. Jeff has no clue. He walks over to Waz and says, good job, congratulations, and high-fives Waz. And I'm like, hold up. Waz is being fake. Because in his first episode, he's like, I don't do high-fives. And then he started high-fiving Dan, which you can't resist Dan. So I don't blame you for high-fiving Dan. Okay? If Dan wants to high-five you, you high-five him. But now you're high-fiving Jeff? Waz, what happened to you? I still think you're going to win. But why are you high-fiving Jeff if you don't like him?
Right? He's got his own thing going on too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Strategizing, you think?
Yeah. But I like that. I like that about Jeff. I really do.
Well, what about Waz? Is there anything else about Waz? Or do we need to move on?
Let's move on.
I have something.
Well, what do you got?
I cannot believe you're forgetting Waz's statement about there's women out here.
Oh, with the heights? Yes.
How could you forget
gosh. Is it when he goes to tell Sarah? He goes and tells Sarah that in Steven that he found the pelts or whatever.
Yes.
And I could use one of those or kind of trade. And Sarah's like, oh no, the bow and arrow's not up for grabs.
Why are y'all are dooming yourself? Why don't you say this? Hey, you know what? I'll let you use the bow if you let me use one of your pelts.
Yeah. Why is it gotta be a trade? Like,
why are y'all focused on that word
no
trade? You know why? I think they think that he might not give it back. But I think Jeff is honorable. He'll tell you what he's going to do.
Yeah, like, why not give it a chance? You want to sleep comfortable one night? You know what I mean? See what happens.
And then say, hey, let me use the pelt. If you want to go hunting in the morning, we can switch off. I want the bow back. And if you catch anything with the bow, you're going to share it. And then everybody's happy.
Yeah. They didn't say anything like that. I don't feel like they think things through.
They're not.
And now he's got like 3 of them. He's got 3 of them.
I don't know. I think there has to be something. I just don't know. I don't know. I'm confused as to why everybody dislikes Jeff. It has to be some behind the scenes or stuff that's happened in the real world and not, on reality TV. But this is reality TV, so I don't know. But what'd you think about Waz saying he has 3 pelts? There's women out here. It makes women a little bit weaker, right? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this because it's like women and children first. Definitely children first. And then, of course, if I'm on a sinking boat, I'm going to be like, yeah, women first too. But
I don't know.
Is it noble or is it sexist? Noble, sexist.
Was? I'm going to go with noble.
Me too.
I'm going to go with
why?
noble.
Because Waz can't do any wrong. He's not a womanizer. He has a daughter that, kids. He's just being thoughtful and a gentleman. I love it.
Yeah.
And Sarah and Steven, I don't know what's up with them because they were hardly on the show at all.
No, they weren't. So she's feeling cold, which we know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if anything happened last time. They were focused more on getting to, they're probably more concerned about the shelter.
Well, let's talk about your boy, Dan and Sheenie. Talk about your boy, girl.
And Dan gets a fish. And I love Sheenie gets a turtle. And I love how Dan goes, Sheenie! You hear him?
Yes.
But they got the turtle. They find the turtle eggs. And he does say, and I'm happy for him, they're going to eat good. And Dan says, the sharing of the food, is getting less and less.
But you didn't talk about the most kind of weird thing about Dan, the whole episode. I don't know how I feel about it.
What are you talking about his...
When he killed the fish!
Oh my God, you're going... Yes, the fish. I'm going to get to that. I was talking about his scarf.
His collar.
His collar. I'm like, oh, there he is. There he is. Now Dan's
stylish.
Here.
Stylish.
Dan has showed up, Mr. Link.
That's right.
Yes, girl. He had got that fish, and I don't think I've ever seen anybody do that before. And he was like, I'm like, oh, just beat the hell out of that fish. Have you seen that before?
No. But I've seen people lose fish, and I think Dan was like, I am not losing this fish. Or he was imagining Jeff's face as the fish. I don't know. Either one of the two. He wasn't going to lose it, or he was imagining Jeff because he beat that fish bad.
I'm like, was he just trying to make sure it was dead? Or I don't know.
And then Dan also did the climbing on top of Matt. Naked climbing.
Oh my gosh. Even that, I'm like, he's going to rub his body up against Matt. I'm like, oh no. It is so funny that, they're just open. He's so open and just comes out and says, I'm sorry or what did he say?
I didn't even rub my genitals on.
Yeah. And he's like, well, maybe, the next one, you will.
Mm-hmm.
That was funny.
I love them.
I like when they're getting along.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yes. I think it was a little dangerous. I think Dan, it was serious. Dan was struggling up there.
Right.
I was very worried about him.
Yeah, and then Jeannie had to get up there too. I like Jeannie's in the game. They show a lot of her getting it, her helping out. I love that. I'm glad she's feeling better.
I think Dan and Jeannie are the ones who strategize the most.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And he said again, like, let's get out there and divide and conquer, and we're going to do this and this and this. And they were on it,
Mm-hmm. Oh, does Dan have a tattoo on his palm?
How do I not know this? I don't know.
I thought I saw...
Let me call him real quick.
Yeah, we wish, right? Okay. But one thing I do want to point out, who is the judge? Because Jeff's spear was horrible.
It was.
It was nutty. I was like, why is that getting approved? It was horrible.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, everybody was showing their spears or how they were coming along. They showed Jeff's, and I was like, oh no. It was so funny. It was cute. It was cute.
No, it was not. It was.
It was funny cute. Oh my
I don't
goodness.
think that should have passed. As the judges for them, I think they should have said that is not good enough.
It did.
But it got through, so whatever.
Because I thought too, those aren't sharp. It was so funny. Maybe they showed it. They didn't show it done.
No, they showed it done. It was horrible.
Oh my gosh.
Well, what about Matt's knuckle?
Right.
So he cuts his knuckle. What do you think?
Well, first of all, Matt smelled the Impala. Well, the baby something.
Yeah.
It was little. I thought that was amazing.
Yeah.
It was amazing. Like, it's right here.
No, it's not amazing. I'm sorry. I have
Why?
To
you don't think that's real?
I think it's very real, but you've never smelled a dead animal before? It's not that hard to smell.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
It's not that big of a deal. It's a very distinct smell. And if you smelled it once, you remember that smell.
Oh, yeah, that's true. It's a dead animal. I'm thinking like he was smelling like the animals around. I'm like, no, it's dead. Okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
And they get it down, and they're stripping it, and then he cuts his finger. Oh, no. He's going to be in pain, too.
Yes.
Lots of pain.
I don't think it's enough to tap you out. Unless it gets infected, or unless it's super, super deep.
Well, that's what I was wondering. Like, if he needs stitches, can they stitch him up and he goes back in there? Or can they give him medicine? Or, like, I don't know, like, if anything has, like, happened like that before on other shows. Sit
back and let me tell you a tale.
Oh, no.
Sit back, get comfortable.
Okay.
So one time, this is a true story. True story. A man was walking out on a tree limb, and the tree limb broke, and it gouged his testicles. And they had to stitch his testicles back up with no painkillers. The great EJ. So if EJ can get his balls stitched up, you know that Matt can get his fingers stitched up. And then Chini, was it Chini? I think Chini had a hook in her finger one time. And they had to cut the hook and pull it out.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So yeah, that can be fixed. I don't know. I don't think that's enough to take him out unless it gets infected. It wouldn't take me out. I'm just saying. If I had a cut finger, I would be like, put the stitches in and let me keep going.
Could it make him cry? Did EJ cry?
No.
There's a scene where Matt's crying.
Yep.
What are you thinking? That's not enough to tap.
I'm thinking that I'm staying by what I said last week. Matt is not going to win, but it was too early for him to go. I knew he wasn't going to go this week. So hang on. I do not have inside information, everybody. I am saying that Matt's going home, but I'm basing it on things that I see on the show and a little common sense. If they show Matt in the previews 10 pounds lighter, and in this episode he's only 5 pounds lighter, then obviously he's going to make it to the next episode. So I'm just doing some scientific guesses. Nobody's told me anything. Because I know y'all probably think I know something, but I don't. It's just a guess. Even though I act like I know. I'm deducing like Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah. And she's nailing it.
And I'm nailing it. So do you have any predictions?
No, but I did see Matt with a bow and arrow. He's shooting the fish in the water.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, oh, okay. And they just show you a couple things. There was another clip of her kissing Dan. See that.
Where'd you see that?
I don't know, but before it was like a small clip, and this time it was like she grabs his face and I was like, oh.
I have not seen this.
Yeah,
I saw a still shot that Dan posted. Like I said, I try not to look at anything.
Matt says whoever wins the last one standing should be the best survivalist, not the greediest. You shouldn't win. Yeah, it should be because you're the best survivalist.
But this is what this game is. It's a combination of strategy and survivalist. So the goal is to do whatever you need to do to get to day 42. When it comes down to day 42, it's supposed to be survivalist skills put to a test.
Yeah.
So you wait until day 42. And then that's when you're going to find out survival skills.
Yeah, you're right. You're going to see greed, though, from everybody, don't you think?
There's going to be tests, skills tests. And it's going to be a competition of everybody that's left, and the bottom ones are dropped off until there's only one left standing.
Man, it's going to be amazing.
Yes. No matter how you like the game, if you think it should be more strategy or whether you think it should be more skills, just make sure you watch next week and listen to us. Like, follow, and subscribe. Right, Debbie?
Like, follow, and subscribe. It's going to be good. Don't want to miss it.